Hey everyone, it's me again. Today I decided to make another video because I haven't really been posting much on my YouTube channel. I do have like other videos planned, but like so far in the meanwhile, have some filler, which is this video. Today I feel like showing you my brand new room and setup tour, which I've been meaning to show, but I've been saying I'm gonna upgrade over and over, and then when I upgrade to that, then I'll show it. But I constantly want to upgrade, especially now that I have a job and I'm buying shit. I'm just gonna be showing it to you as it is right now, and if I do make some major upgrades, I'll make a new version of this. So yeah, let's get started with the new room and setup tour of right now. Now, as you remember last year, I had that bedroom slash room and gaming setup tour. It was like my bedroom, my TV station, and my PC setup all in the same place. Super cramped. I couldn't do anything other than just walk back and forth. Over here now I have like much more room. I'll be showing you the entire room. It's much better than how it was last year. So with that, let's just get started. So as you woke up from here, right now it's kind of dark outside, as you can see over there. That's why it's so dark here. As you come up here, you're gonna see like a blind. I have this here so the AC won't be exiting and just filling out that space out there, which I really don't need to be cooled, but over here I need to be cooled. Up on the top you can see my Govee light strip, and for some reason these lights are broken. I did not set them to be green, I set them to be white. Outside they are white, in here they're green for some reason. So I need to contact Govee for support on that. I'm gonna wonder how I'm gonna take these lights out because they're stuck with the adhesive. So that's gonna leave a nice stain on the wall. Over here we have my AC, which thank God I have one because it is bloody hot up here. Well, it's not actually, it doesn't feel like 28. It feels sort of like 26. It's almost there, but like, oh, well, I don't know. I'm not an AC. I don't know how to read temperature like with my body. It just feels cooler than what it says. But like, this is the top part of the house, and so it gets really, really warm up here. And so I need this up here. In fact, last year, when I was just making the room, I can show you footage of how I was making the TV station and maybe the desk setup. It was quite warm up here. I didn't even have a fan. In fact, when I had a fan, I was just first moving into my like setup, so I had like a fan next to my PC setup, and yeah, that kept me cool until then winter hit and I didn't need the fan anymore. And then when summer hit, I got this, and yeah. So now let's move to the TV. No, I'm just kidding. Let's move to these. Now these I made myself. They are glass art. I made one of Naruto, I made one of Sasuke, and I made one of Zenitsu from Demon Slayer. And these two are from Naruto. That one was in my old room. It was my first glass art I made, and I'm actually very proud of how it came out. But this is like an upgraded version, and it looks super duper cool. And I'm really glad to have these. Zenitsu, I'm kind of planning on doing Tanjiro and Inosuke so I can fill the Demon Slayer collection. But I kind of want to put something over here, so I'm not sure how I'm going to fit those. I might put that outside so you guys can, so people will see when they come in. But over here right now it would be visible, but not for long. Even before we go here, look at this. So yeah, this is technically the washroom. But there was so much free space I could have used, which over here was filled with our old furniture that like we don't really need. So I thought, why not remove it and get this shit? And I have my setup my office that I kind of want. But these eyesores will be here. In fact, people, like, they can see from the camera over here, when I'm over here, you can see the washing machine and the sink. And people, whenever I'm on call or I have a stream, they think I'm in the bathroom for some reason. It's not really for some reason. Obviously, you'd see these things in the bathroom, but there's like an extra room. This is technically the laundry room and my office. So yeah, I was able to make that work out. And on top of here, you might be seeing this motherboard. This, for some of you who don't know, this is actually a Wii. I plan on like soldering some stuff onto it to make it into a portable Wii, so I can bring it everywhere. But like search up the Ashita Wii. It's gonna be a cool project I want to make on this. I'm not sure if I'll like make a video about it, but it would be really cool if I did. And we also have this like heater with my weights over here because you know I do it. But like yeah, we have some like boring stuff like pegs, and we have like the lights, which is for the tumble dryer, the washing machine, and my lights. And this is for the extension cord, and this is for the AC, which I need. So now we go onto the TV station, which by the way, it's on the Wii U menu right now, but I have way more consoles than that, and I will show you right now. So over here is sort of the Nintendo section. I have the Wii, the Wii U, and the GameCube. The GameCube I just got like a few weeks ago. It's super duper cool, and I'm gonna do some mods on it to be able to accept full-size discs and to run burnt discs, because search up like how much a used GameCube game is. It's as much as a new one, man. And over here we have a PlayStation 4, a PS3 that doesn't work, and a PlayStation 2. Ignore that Wii, that's where the motherboard for the Ashita Wii came from. But I mainly play a lot of Nintendo games because it's generally my favorite. And actually what I do to control my TV, since the TV remote for this TV is broken, I just grab the Wii U gamepad and I pair this TV to the gamepad, and I just use this TV button and I control the TV from here. Like I can control the input volume and shit like that. I can see over there. Because sometimes using the button on this TV just does shit like this and I can't get out of it unless I use the gamepad. So over here you can see the Wii U playing. Just kidding, there's now a Wii on here. Psych, I fooled you again. Now it's a GameCube on the screen. Haha, I got you again. It's now a PS2 on the screen. I got you again, motherfucker. Now it's a PS4. But yeah, mainly that's all of my systems that I use on this TV station. What I plan on doing is getting the GameCube and the PlayStation 2, getting a bookshelf over here, and putting a CRT over here. Luckily, CRTs are just easy to find and like cheap to get because like they're old, no one wants them except for us retro guys. And yeah, I just get those and put them over there. Obviously I'll put like pre-Wii, pre-PS3, pre-Xbox 360. I used to have an Xbox 360, but it died because the GPU melted. And yeah, I put like all of these up on there, but so just use your imagination. You know what they say, imagination is the best tool, whatever the f they say. Up over here, you can see I have like Lego Dimensions and some Amiibos and some Funko Pops I have over here. And even the Kinect and a Wii Remote, which by the way, this Wii Remote is broken. No matter what, it just won't power on at all. But it's just like a nice fidget toy to have because like Wii Remote kind of feels nice, to be honest. It's just like how it feels, especially without a case. Now over here we have the Nintendo 3DS, the original, not the XL, not the new, just lame, boring one. I got this for an absolute banger deal. I got this for like 15 euros. And it was originally white, but like I got it to replace my broken 3DS because I fucked up the NAND, and so I put on this red like from my old 3DS just to commemorate like my old system. I kind of want to do like a full red transplant of the system to make it look exactly the same as the original. But then we have like a Kinect over here. This is my old Kinect. I didn't manage to sell it, but like I have it. For when I get an Xbox 360, I decided to again selling it right after I realized I can start a collection. But yeah, I'm trying to go for all of the consoles. Obviously, I'll find a much bigger space. Maybe like I would have these two turn into like shelves. I'd obviously buy a new TV bench because like it's sort of not great. This one is kind of like pushing against this and grabs them both out, and I really hate that. Like, they just clash onto each other. But what I have over here, I just have some 3DS and DS games I had over the years. Some Nintendo Switch games I have. By the way, this game is absolute trash. Don't ever buy this because then you end up never playing it. Then I have DVDs and a Blu-ray of all these movies. Then we even have Ben 10, Detective Pikachu, Spider-Man Far From Home, the new Super Mario Bros. Movie, Venom Let There Be Carnage, Venom 1, and Assassin's Creed. We also have some PS4 games over here, and let me just mention them all. Ratchet & Clank, God of War, Spider-Man, Detroit Becomes Human, and Spider-Man Miles Morales. And over here we have one Wii U game which is in the system right now, LEGO Dimensions, which is the only thing that couldn't sell, so I was like, okay, I'll keep it and have this as like a restarting point for my Wii U game collection when I eventually started. And then over here is like my first used Wii game. My first Wii game I ever bought, actually, Mario Kart Wii, and I actually like it, man. Now, you may be wondering what's in this black case. Interesting. What's in this black case is a bunch of burned discs for my Wii, PS2, and GameCube. Like, check this out. I have Mario Party 9 on the Wii. I have The Simpsons, the game on the PS2. And I have fucking Mario Party 7 on the GameCube. Nintendo and Sony, please don't come after me, please. I'm broke, that's why I can't afford them. Trust me, I will buy the legit game one day. Okay, the battery on this camera died and I had to recharge it, and I also ended up taking a quick nap. Quick, it's f***ing daylight now. But yeah, now we're just gonna be doing it in broad daylight so you can see stuff better. So here's the stuff in case you couldn't see it last night. That was a quick review of what I just had down there. You can just rewind the video a bit. So now, let's check out what's in here before the battery died. In here, I just have a bunch of controllers. Speaking of which, I just got this broken PS3 controller because I want to add to the collection, and plus, like, it's so similar to the PlayStation 2 controller. I mean, like, they're the exact same thing, just for the PS3, and one wired, one wireless. So now let me just give you a quick review of each controller. PS2, I kind of don't like this controller because the buttons feel mushy. I'm not sure if it's because it's used or something like that, but I'm not a fan of this controller. PS3 controller, I just got the analog triggers feel a whole lot better than the PS2's, and buttons feel less mushy, so it could be that the PS2 controller was used, but I prefer this over the PS2. GameCube controller, I'm a really big fan of this. I'm a fan of its shape, I'm a fan of its triggers, just the fact that it goes from analog to digital, and there's only one Z button. I'm not really a big fan of that one Z button, but then even these buttons are just real nice, and even these, the pentagon like feeling, I don't know, just lines that feel restricted a bit. I kind of like that. I'm a big fan of this controller. Now DualShock 4, I'm a big fan of this. This is a much better upgrade than the DualShock 3. You have the non-mushy buttons, nice triggers, they feel really good. Even the buttons, they feel the right amount of mush. Even these buttons feel real nice. I don't know what this trackpad is for though. Now here is a Wii remote that I used to have and I rebought, but it has a broken motion sensor. It's a LEGO Wii remote, and I have this paired up to the Wii right now. It's on. Fuck, I left this on overnight. Now standard Wii controller, this feels really nice. In fact, it's a little more comfy than the LEGO Wii remote, but I still like the Wii remote, LEGO Wii remote. And these buttons just feel real nice, especially how this feels like a TV remote. That's how Nintendo was going for, but it's real nice and real, like, fidgety. Now the nunchuck is dumb. This is just like a place to put your thumb to move these around, and even just two buttons. Not really, yeah, but like kind of useful for some Nintendo games. Even the gamepad is one of, if not the best game controllers of all time. I like how the analog sticks are both on top, they just feel real nice. The buttons feel really, really nice. It has a TV function, which is useful for me because my TV remote is broken. It has a huge touchscreen, which I used a lot when I couldn't use a TV, but now I have my own room, so I don't need that anymore. And that was a quick rundown of all the controllers that I really like, a review of each one of them. So yeah, now moving on. And now moving from the TV station, we're going over to the PC setup, which I just turned on, because I just came into this room right now and just started filming again. Starting over here, we have my PC, which has a few more upgrades ever since the last time you saw it. First of all, now the motherboard is now running an Asus B550. I upgraded from that ASRock B450, and I got an upgrade in the graphics card and an upgrade in the processor. I went from a GTX 1063GB to a GTX 1650. Not big of an upgrade, but a welcome upgrade. Processor went from AMD Ryzen 5 3600 to AMD Ryzen 5 5500. A much welcome upgrade, and yeah. And even, I'm not sure if there was the cooler on the last time, but yeah, I have that NZXT cooler now. Still running the same old Windows, but this time without a broken mother unlike last time. All three of them work, and I put it this way because I like it this way. I'm not really a big fan of putting all vertical monitors side by side, especially since I couldn't put the PC there if I would do that. And I have this cable running down of all power and video cables. And some of them going over here. Over here you'd only see like part of it right over there, but it's not really that noticeable. Even I have Hitachi like hiding some of the cables, a Funko Pop of Hitachi, and here is that broken 3DS with the SD card of my 3DS, the other one. I'm currently using its adapter for this camera, because it's the only one that works. And yeah, I have this Nintendo Switch that I made a TikTok about customizing, which I'm a really big fan of, which I even did on the backside, and it looks really cool. So yeah, anyways, this is the same monitor, but this is a different monitor that I got. It's now 1080p instead of 900p. I forgot which one it was. And I have the Spider-Man theme. I have it all extended. It kind of doesn't look exactly right because you can see the building doesn't exactly line up, even though I tried making it line up, and it's not exactly working. Like you can see from there, it's not exactly lining up. Please help me, but anyone can. This mainly consists of the issue of the resolutions being all different, you know, 720p, 1440p, and 1080p. But even when I feel like playing some Nintendo Switch, I just change the input on here and I just grab the Switch and I just start playing. I will one day get a capture card for the Switch and maybe even the Wii, in case I plan on doing some Wii live streams. You know, Mario Kart, or maybe even some GameCube or something like that. It's a bit bugged right now. But yeah, over here we have the same peripherals, same mousepad, except I did dirty it a bit when I tried doing that Nintendo Switch on TikTok. Over here we have my iPhone 11. I upgraded from the iPhone SE I had last year that you kept seeing in the videos and even in Pulse. So that changed. Headphones are still the same, mouse is still the same, keyboard still the same, except this one was replaced because the RGB wasn't working correctly. And over here I implemented some technique where I have like my micro USB cable going through here, and I have an extension going up to connect it to my PC so I can charge it, but whenever I'm done charging I just throw it down here, or even when I just feel like tidying it up I just put it up right there. And over here we have the Alex drawer. I'm not sure exactly what it's called. Just hold a bunch of my stuff that I want. I don't know, like I have an extra Wii sensor bar since I came with the Wii U, and I don't really need another one since it doesn't exactly connect to the console, it just connects to the controller, and I can just use the 2 pairs of candles to light it up for all I care. Wireless charger, some Naruto playing cards, another wireless charger, AC manuals, drawing tablet. I do use it sometimes, but I do prefer using the iPad, which is still the same. Still the iPad Air from last year. No, not the M1 iPad, just the iPad Air from 2020. Over here is where I had a bunch of electronic shit. I had a bunch of extra phones. I still have them, I just put them back in their boxes, and I should add my iPhone here, my iPhone SE. But yeah, I have like a Raspberry Pi here. 2 of them to be, in fact. We just don't use these anymore, so I'm like, okay, I'll have them in case I want to do something. Over here I have like a bunch of like screwdrivers in case I need to repair some shit or need cable ties some shit. Over here is a bunch of extra cables. I would just, in case I need, I just open this up, grab, use, you know, shit like that. And over here is where I have like all the mediums, like pen drives, SD cards, DVDs, DVD writer, which I just broke. And yeah, that's what my setup consists of. And even I have like a router up there, which is transmitting the signal for my wireless devices, which consists of these game consoles and the Fire TV. Which I don't think I explained the Fire TV, but what's cool about this, I don't actually need to use the Fire TV remote. I can just use the Echo Show. Watch. Open Netflix on Fire TV.
Getting Netflix from Fire TV.
And then there we go. Yo, One Piece is coming on Thursday? Not this One Piece. So open YouTube on Fire TV.
Getting YouTube from Fire TV.
Real nice. So I just built up the desk right now. Here's how it looks right now with all my computer stuff on it. It looks really nice, better than I was expecting. Also, the RGB on this part broke. Now it's just always purple. Because when I was cutting it up to make it like fit perfectly, because yeah, it fit perfectly, it somehow glitched out while it was off and just turned on, stayed purple. I don't know why. But yeah, here's the rest of the setup. It's not complete. I will mount that monitor, and I have a second monitor I want to put on. And I have this display being mirrored over there. Over there is 1080, over here is 144 Hertz and 1440p, 60 Hertz. And yeah, I have cleaning nail right now. I'll try to hide these in stream. Oh, and something I didn't really talk about much when I was showing you my PC setup is how my camera angle looks. I'm trying to line it up properly without it falling. So yeah, I have the camera angle over here. This isn't exactly the camera quality you see on the live stream because I can't connect this camera to a PC because I don't have a capture card. But even when I'm at the setup and I feel real thirsty, I just go over and get this jug, which is real cool because it filters out the tap water, which I use over there. So I have like a water source and I don't need to go downstairs for. Watch. And just like that, for me or for anyone, whoever comes up here, in case they start feeling thirsty, I can just pour them a glass of water. And so with that, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this new, bigger room and setup tour. And with that, I'll see you guys later. That's so good.
Cause I just wanted this so bad, now I can't go back. I don't wanna know the truth, it'll make me mad.